Hey guys, our training today is on email autoresponders. Specifically, it's going to be about how to get paid directly from your autoresponder instead of having to pay them for the service. You would rather get paid for using a tool than paying for it, wouldn't you? Listen, before we get into training, I want to share with you some of the common mistakes that I see network marketers make when they start trying to market their business online. Listen, there's a ton of free ways to market your business online, so you don't need to have a huge budget to do it. But at some point, you really are going to have to invest some tools to do it effectively and efficiently. And there's one tool that's absolutely essential. You cannot do without it. Okay? This tool is an email autoresponder. Now, I use Aweber, so this training is going to be specifically about Aweber, but the same principles that I'm going to show you will actually work for any tool that you invest in online in the future as well. So you're really about to get a double dose of awesomeness. Listen, every single day I get pitched a biz op. I'm serious. I get pitched at least one a day. So I see pretty much all the methods that people are trying to use to promote their business online. If I have an interest in joining business, any business, why should I join it under you? I'm asking this question because one of the most common things I see is someone will spam me or email me or give me some little tidbit of information about how awesome their company is, and then they send me a link to their company provided website. Now, if you're one of the people doing that, it's not going to take you a long time to figure out that it simply is not going to get you any results. Now, you know that there are plenty of people making money and sponsoring people into their business using the internet, right? So what happens is you start to investigate more and more and get confused, overwhelmed, and a lot of people quit even trying. And, you know, it's because this is where people's problems normally just begin as they start to investigate. As you try to figure out all this internet marketing stuff, you're going to see every cool internet tool under the sun, and there's a lot of them, believe me. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cool tools that you can be using, but there's really only one tool that you absolutely need, and that's a method of capturing information. Look, I don't care if you never even build a blog, have a website of your own. You don't need to know all that right now to make use of an autoresponder. Let me give you a little example. I have an advertisement right now that's running offline that tells people to call a number, right? Guess what happens when they call the number? I give them a little bit of information. It's basically just enough to get them curious. And at the end of the message, it simply tells them to send me an email for more information. Everybody can do that, right? Okay, so here's the trick. The email I give them is actually generated from my email autoresponder program, Aweber. Now that person, when they send that email, gets on my list. It's otherwise known as an opt-in, and I can market to them forever, or at least until they unsubscribe, which hopefully they never do, because I provide them valuable and useful information. Now, this is just one of the hundreds of ways I use my autoresponder, and I'm not going to get into all the details on how to use an autoresponder right here. I have all that stuff covered in my ebook, Email Magic. You can get that, and you can get a ton of other free training on my website at iamscottmanessis.com. That's enough about that. This training is about getting paid from your autoresponder. Listen, notice I said from, not with. If you follow this advice that I give you, it could help you from becoming what I call tool broke. You're going to want and even feel like you need at times, because of the good marketing that's out there, many different tools that you run across. Here is how I not only pay for all the tools I have online, but I even get checks for most of them. By following this method, it'll help you cut down your frustration when getting bombarded with all these tools that you think you need to help you get, and it'll also help you get the ones that you want. Listen to me very clearly. Do not buy any new tools until you are making enough money from the last tool that you bought to at least cover the cost of that tool. I'm going to say it again. Do not buy a single new tool online until you've made enough money with the last tool you bought online to at least cover the cost of the tool. Back to your autoresponder. Listen, guys, I know there's free autoresponders out there, but I don't recommend that you use them. The free ones come at a price even if it's not money up front. They'll advertise to your potential clients and all kinds of things. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you in business to make your autoresponder rich? I didn't think so. So why not get them to send you a check? So how do you do that? Let me show you. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, click the link that's under this video to go to the training video.